Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight retired reporting. And happy Sunday. On yesterday's video, I talked about the illegal sinking of a Venezuelan speedboat unaliving 11 people. But I feel I have to add a bit more context to the story because some of you have said, well, the soldiers need to be prosecuted for that. That is true, and that will probably happen. But let me explain life on a U.S. Navy ship. For sailors and Marines that are underway at sea in a U.S. frigate, it is the most restrictive and demanding life of any service unless someone's actually shooting at you. It's not like Star Trek where, Captain Picard and Captain Kirk could violate orders of Starfleet and keep their commands. Every order has to be obeyed immediately and without question. And there's a reason for that because you have all those hands at sea working together to not just stay alive, but to complete whatever mission they have. So for the underlings, for lack of a better phrase, yes, they could complain about it as security would usher them to the brig and they get someone else to do the job. I said what I said. Trump is the criminal. Pete Hegseth is the criminal because whatever ship that was operating in those waters is under the direction of Southern Command. Southern Command got its orders from the Pentagon, and the commander-in-chief right now is Donald Trump. There are very clear, super restrictive rules of engagement when you're firing on a vessel, a vehicle, and people. And you have to go up the chain of command to get authorization to fire. And then it comes back down, give you authorization. You can't just drive along the Caribbean and see something and fire on a gunboat just because you're a captain, just because you think they have something that the U.S. finds unpalatable. It doesn't work that way. I know what I said. And if there are any Navy veterans that are listening to this video, please back me up on this. When a captain is giving orders from his command to fire on a vessel, that is precisely what he's going to do. Now, they will ask for confirmation. They may ask several times for confirmation, and that is not disobeying the order. That's just making sure that they heard what command told them to. But to be clear, those orders came from the top. They were pointed at Venezuela because Donald Trump has a personal vendetta against them right now. And this act not only tarnished the reputation of the United States, but the United States Navy and Marines, who are going to do exactly what the president and their command tells them, without question. If you think I'm joking, I would refer you to go back to that movie by Tom Cruise, A Few Good Men, where Colonel Jessup caused the death of a young Marine by ordering a code red. Those men knew what they were doing. They knew the assignment. And because their commander told them to do it, they did it. Does it make it right? Nope. But that's the military. It's a whole different set of rules. in a whole different society. And I thought I needed to come on today and tell you that you can't think of these things in civilian terms. However, they also know that firing on an unarmed ship, unaliving 11 people, is illegal. And that's why I said it's really sticky. How this is going to shake out, I'm not sure. We'll see. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. I hope you have a good day.